Hey, good afternoon guys. Welcome back to the Safe Driving Now channel. I'm your host RL, and today we are going to be going over parallel parking and three-point turns, okay, and a bit of right and left turns. All right, so in the previous video you learned how to leave the curb correctly. You learned how to make some left and right turns correctly. So today we're just going to do some quick parallel parking and three-point turns. Okay, a part of the parallel parking and three-point turns, you'll realize that you must leave the curb correctly to start the driving again. Okay, so pay close attention. All right, so I'm going to put the car into drive now. I'm going to leave the curb correctly, one turn left with my steering, check my blind spot, my left mirror, and once it's clear, okay, I'm going to just pull away and I'm going to straighten it up and stop and make a right turn at this corner. Look left and right. This intersection requires two stops. Second stop, always in the crosswalk, look down the sidewalk, check the streets. Okay, it's nice and clear. Right mirror at the edge of the curb. Start your right turn there. Straighten up the steering and you start driving. Okay, at this point, you know, speed management, observation, and steering control. Remember, two hands on the wheel at all times. All right. I'm going to make a left turn over here onto this corner. So I signal left. I pull forward into the intersection, as you see. Left mirror at the center of the street on the left. It's nice and clear there. Start the left turn. This is a one-way street. You want to use all the space in the middle. I'm going to make a right turn at the stop sign. So halfway up this block, I signal my intention to turn right. At this intersection, I shall do two stops and checks. First stop, check. Second stop, check. Okay, it's nice and clear. That person just turned in front of us. And I'm going to make a right turn now. Right mirror at the edge of the curb, make the right turn. I'm going to parallel park at this gray car right there. So from my lane, I signal my intention, and I'm just going to pull up side by side, mirror to mirror, to this car right here. Okay, just like that. At this point, you put your car in reverse, then you turn the airbag sign on your steering wheel or your steering column right there, turn right towards that start or towards the key. So from this point, you want to check your surroundings on all sides. Your left mirror in front of you, right mirror, and over your right shoulder, just to make sure it's clear. Now, once you've noticed that it's nice and clear, you're going to start backing up until the passenger side handle of our car from your line of sight in your right side mirror gets on the edge of the curb. In other words, once that front passenger door handle gets off the asphalt and on the first lip or first portion of the curb, you stop the car. Okay, so let's go. At that point, so while backing, you want to keep checking left and right. Okay, so I'm looking at the handle in the mirror. So just about there, you stop the car, turn your steering wheel all the way left, and you just back it in nice and slow towards the curb. Just like this. Check it in the mirror. And if you look at the mirror, you'll notice you have a perfect parallel park. You're not going to be touching the curb, and you'll have a perfect park. At this point, once your car is parallel to that curb line, you park first, straighten the steering wheel, and then you take off the signal if the signal was actually on again. Okay, so this is a basic parallel park. Now we're going to leave the curb again correctly and continue driving. First thing you do, if you're very close to the car in front of you, you want to back up a bit. So you want to put the car in reverse. You want to check your surroundings, make sure it's nice and clear on all sides, check your mirrors, and you want to back up a bit. Just like so. Until you can see their tires in front of you and start driving, okay? So, we signal left, put the car into drive, signal left, one turn with your steering left, check the blind spot, your left mirror in front of you. Once it's clear, then you pull away like this, nice and safe. Once your right side mirror clears the side of the car, you straighten up to the right, then you counter steer once your car is straight like his. I'm going to pull over to the right and I'm going to do a 3-point turn. So to do a 3-point turn, you're actually going to be leaving from one curb to the other curb, then you're going to back up or reverse, then you're going to go forward. The correct way to do it is, after you pull over, you signal right and you pull over to the right, then you stop the car, you signal left, you're going to lock your steering all the way left fully, okay? Then you check your blind spot, check your left mirror, check, and in front of you check, because you're crossing those drivers' path in front of you to cross the street. Once it's clear, you tap the gas pedal just a bit, just a tap to move off the mark, then cover your brake and you roll forward and you bring your car to the other curb like a T, or perpendicular for that matter to the curb. Next, put the car in reverse, signal right, lock your steering all the way to the right, check your surroundings, make sure it's clear, and you start backing up, just to tap the gas pedal a bit, and you bring your vehicle to the other curb. Now, be mindful that the driver's side rear wheel of your vehicle is going to get there first. So you want to check over your left shoulder or your left mirror just to make sure it's about 2 feet away from the curb. Next, you put the car into drive, you signal left. From this locked position in reverse, you put the car into drive, signal left, and you turn your steering at least one full turn left. Then you check the right side, check the left side, and then you pull away gently, staying to the right side of the street in your lane, and you continue driving at that point. All right, so I'm going to do another one just so you see, another 3-point turn and another parallel park. So I'm going to pull over to the curb on the right side, signal your intention that you're going to pull over, and you just pull over like this, nice and safe towards the curb. Don't touch the curb. You can look at the right side mirror to notice how close you're getting towards the curb. In your line of sight, when you see that the curb, when pulling in at that 45-degree angle, you will notice that the curb line moves from the windshield corner to the right, almost to the center of your dash, sometimes near the steering column right there. Once that happens, you just simply turn your steering maybe 1 full turn left or 3/4 turn left, and you pull up to have a beautiful parallel park situation at the curb. All right, so now let's do another 3-point turn. We're going to leave the curb correctly by signaling left, lock the steering all the way left, look over your left shoulder, check the blind spot beyond this pillar, check the left mirror in front of you. Once it's clear, tap the gas pedal and you bring your car, covering the brake, slowly across the street like a T towards the other curb, or perpendicular for that matter. Put the car in reverse first, then you signal right, lock your steering all the way to the right, check your surroundings, and once it's clear, start backing up to the other curb and checking both mirrors as you're going, just to make sure you can see that curb line just about there. 1 foot away is perfect. Now, remember never to overhang your bumper over the curb when backing up, because you can hit trees and fire hydrants that are very close, and other objects like poles that are very near the road or the curb line, okay? So I signal left, I'm about to pull off, 1 turn left with my steering, check the right side, and I pull away, staying to the right.